This week our product spotlight is on a company called Stealth Outdoors. You may remember Stealth Outdoors from the beginning of Pronghorn Productions TV, and they've been with us now through Waiting for the Fall as well. Stealth Outdoors originally came up with the bark silencer, which is a great tool for a tree stand hunter to have when you're up against a noisy tree, a shaggy cherry tree or a shagbark hickory, and you brush up against a tree and your coat or your back tag makes noise on the tree. This goes on the tree and protects it. I'm sure you've all seen the bark silencer in past episodes or on the past DVD. What Stealth Outdoors has come up with this time are stealth strips. And what it is, it's made out of the same material that the bark silencer is made out of, but they're designed to go on your tree stand or your tree sticks to keep you quiet. If you hunt mobile like I do, you want everything to be as quiet as possible. When I go out and hunt, I generally do not hunt a stand that's been sitting out for 6 months to a year. I take my stand and my sticks in with me. We go out, my cameraman and I will pick a tree and we'll hang the stand and we'll hunt it that same day. And as you know, if you're a bow hunter or a serious deer hunter, the first time you hunt a stand is normally your best because your scent isn't all over the area. You're coming in the first time. That buck, when he comes through, he's never gone through when you've been in there and smelled you. So you've got your best chance of killing a deer when you hang it and hunt it. Well, what these do allows you to stack your sticks on top of each other. Right now I've got two Lone Wolf sticks that I've got one covered and one that's not, one that comes just right from the factory the way it is. And if you use Lone Wolf sticks, you know that they stack together and there's little holes in the back and you can stack them on top of each other, but as you're stacking or taking them apart, you hear that loud metal sound. You don't want to do that in the woods when you're going to hunt the same spot the same day. And you'll see now with this stick that I've got the stealth strip on already, it deadens the sound. You're still getting some sound out of this one because I don't have the strip on this one, but even though it's way better than the metal to metal. I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm just going to peel the backing off. And I'm going to lay it out on the table. If you want to get really technical about it, you can take your button bolts out as well. I didn't feel I needed to, and actually by not cutting out for these little button holes where your step actually rides on, it also makes that a little quieter as well. So when you're climbing the tree, once in a while you might get a pop or something out of your sticks because of that metal to metal contact. Well, now I've got that in between the step and the bolt head, so I'm no longer going to get that popping noise. I'm going to line up my Versa button in the slot. I've only got one side of the backing off so that I'm not getting it stuck on the other side, so it's not going to bunch up for me. I'm just going to straighten this out on this side. And what I do, instead of making the seam right in the middle on the back or the front, I put it on the side of the stick. That way hopefully there's less wear and tear on the side of the stick, so you're not going to actually bump it and have it come off throughout the season as you're using your sticks. Once I've got that set and I've got my slot lined up for the Versa button, I'm just going to take and pull the backing off of this side. Okay, so now I've taken the backing off the top of the stick. I'm just going to start at the top and wrap it down to the Versa button. And this material is a little bit stretchy, so you can actually pull it a little bit to get a tighter fit. And there we have it. We've got our stick covered. Now we've got no metal to metal noise. I don't know what the decibel rating is on how quiet it makes it, but you can tell it's not going to spook an animal because you don't have that metal to metal clinking noise. Now all we need to do is take a scissors or a utility knife, locate our bolt holes for our steps, punch a little hole, and we can put our V-bracket in our stick. Got all my hardware back on the stick. I'm just going to put my strap on. You always put these straps on as tight as you can so it keeps the buckle from banging on anything. The other thing that's nice about the stealth strips, you can actually get the stealth strip material in bulk from Lewis at Stealth Outdoors. Just tell him how many feet or yards, however much material you want, and he'll cut it to order. You can cover your buckles. You just have to be careful not to get the material in between the push point on the buckle so it doesn't cinch. You don't want anything to hang that up, but the way I put the straps on, the actual strap part is between the buckle and the step, so it pretty much protects it from noise. But stack these together, and even that you can tell I'm banging them around pretty bad. I wouldn't normally obviously do that in a hunting situation. And even the V-brackets, which aren't covered, that are hitting the Stealth material, have quieted it down to the point where you really shouldn't spook anything. Okay, so I'm just going to lay them on top of each other. Everything fits just like it should. We're all set to go hunting. I've got 2 more sticks to do, but I'm not going to bore you with how to do that. But now you've got an idea of how easy it is to put the strips on. That's the product from Stealth Outdoors. Now, I don't want to leave out the fact that you can also get the Stealth strip for tree stands. You can get it for anything, really, that you're going to take out in the woods. Anything that's got noisy metal-on-metal contact, you can put this on. It's going to deaden the sound. But like I said, not only sticks, we can do tree stands. You can do anything you want to. And it's a great product, great material. The adhesive that he's using on the back right now, I've had on 2 stands that I've used now for 3 years out in the field, and I don't put my stands away. I take them out of the woods every year because, like I say, I normally hang it and hunt it. When I'm done hunting, I'll pull the stand out. But I don't normally store the stands in my garage, and I get flack from my cameraman all the time about how I treat my equipment because it just sits outside. But the point I'm trying to make is I've had one of my Lone Wolves wrapped for about 3 years now with the Stealth strip, and the adhesive material still isn't coming off it. So you know it's good and strong, and it's going to stay on. Once you put it on, it's going to stay there. This stuff is super sticky. Once it's on the metal, it's not coming off for quite a few years. So you can trust that you're making an investment when you're putting these on your Lone Wolf sticks. So that's our product spotlight for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check out Stealth Outdoors at www.stealthoutdoors.com.